What's your name and what did you do today?
My name is Trevor McInnes.
Eddie Farmer.
This is Archangel Edgio, and today I have our joint effort. Unfortunately, Bubble, Yu-Gi-Oh! 2024 Nationals deck profile. Just got unlucky with tiebreakers, but I still want to show it off by popular demand. I know you guys love seeing my pretty face, so without further ado, let's just get into it.
It looks uncomfortable to wear.
Your face looks uncomfortable. I love you, Jordan. And Amazon. So we're playing 4 copies of the Field Spell. This is the best card in the deck. It just says summon, like, spam Phantom, and when you have Phantom, you can't get Drolled. But if you're playing Droll, you're bad, so, like, it doesn't matter. 2 Lotus. The third one, like, is fine. It's just, this is the worst starter by itself.
It's 1-card combo, but it bricks.
Yeah, like drawing multiple sucks.
It's worse than Beckoning Beast. It's worse than Gates. I mean,
yeah. It's also the most vulnerable because if you get Ash, you have nothing on field. 2 Spirit. Like, there's an argument to play 1, especially if you're not on Varudris. Spoiler alert, I guess.
I think that if we tested more with 1, we would have been on 1 this weekend, and we would have been happy about it.
Like, drawing this card,
but
theoretically...
2 is nice because then you don't have to, like, manage the resources.
Yeah.
It makes hard draw Nightmare Pain, which I did a lot better.
I wish I could draw hard draw Nightmare Pain. I would have won so many more matches because of that.
Yeah.
And then 1-1, it's like, you know, it's pretty standard. I wish he was 10.
You can't play 2 yubel anymore. You used to, but not anymore. I did.
You heard it here.
Oh, yeah.
Trevor wishes he was 10.
1 Squirmer, 1 Pain. Like, these are one-ofs. They don't do anything by themselves. Pain's, like, fine, but it's not getting you anywhere important. Squirmer's just a really nice extender.
Like, the combos where you start with Pain are really awkward anyway, so you might as well just play 1.
Are there combos where you start with Pain? I didn't know that.
I'm always in Pain. No, if you activate this and you pop Spirit and you search like Squirmer.
I guess you can get start, but like
you can get started.
2 card combos with like two ofs if you want to play 2 Pain is not really worth it. 3 Gates. This is actually just the GOAT card. Like, this card is really good. 2 Beckoning and 1 Chaos Summoning. Gates is crazy. Beckoning's like fine. He's a level 1.
He's loyal. Actually.
He's loyal. He's my strongest. Like, if you're a level 1 monster in this deck, you're stuck in my hand.
This is my favorite half of a Phantom Yubel.
Me too. And on to the fiendsmith stuff. I'm a meta sheep, so I'm playing 3 Engraver, 1 Tract, 1 Lurie. This is my most loyal soldier. Pitching Lurie off Gates feels pretty cool. It's pretty funny. You like Lurie effect, and your opponent reads it, and they're like, huh. And then you, like, summon it, and you win the game because you're playing fiendsmith cards.
You don't have to explain how good fiendsmith cards are.
My bad, sorry. I'm just chatting.
I'm not telling... Yeah. He is just chatting.
This card is older than me, by the way. Just FYI. So, for our massive Unchained package, 1 Shavara, 1 Trap. I didn't draw this a single time, which is really cool. I drew this card a lot, which is funny, because this card's great. I want to play more of it, but I can't because they shot my dog because of someone decided to go and, like, do well at a YCS. That's it for the engine.
This guy almost won a YCS.
YCS build.
Bro top to YCS.
Bro top to YCS. 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, 3 Nib, 2 Bestials, and Called By. There's a card that is missing here that's, like, you guys probably, like, pogging at, like, oh, where's level 1 Spellcaster? Card's bad. Nothing else to say. If your hand loses...
There's a level 1 Spellcaster
Does
right
it
there.
need to be named?
Yeah, the bird who shall not be named. That's it for the main deck, 40 cards. I almost submitted a list of, like, 50 at one point, but luckily we decided on the correct number.
The non-engine was all great. Like, the Bestials overperformed,
yes.
But we couldn't really find room for more. I think I would play more Magnemut for sure if I could, but more Jerusalem wouldn't really feel that good. Every time I drew Magnemut, I just, like, won.
Except for that time that my opponent Flameburged my Magnemut and then took it in his end phase and then searched for his Druid Worm. I was sick. Anyway, on to the extra deck.
Yeah, so extra deck, it's like the obvious stuff. 2 Phantom of Yubel, fiendsmith monsters, fusions, links. Like
Slow down.
You're just playing all of this with Yubel. I mean, this.
What if people don't know what Moon of the Closed Sky does? Oh, so real quick, Friday, I had a guy who I went first. He delted me. I summoned Moon. I went Moon effect, pointing to his driver, and he Veilered the Moon. And that caught me so off guard that I sat there and I stared at him for so long that we went to time and he won. The judge told me I got cooked by an NPC, and I haven't been the same since.
He was right.
Yeah, I mean, these also don't really need to be explained. For me, these two cards did not come up, like, at all this weekend. Really.
They came up a decent bit.
They came up, but these are the two cards that I used the least in my extra deck. Like, you're very rarely making this over another card that we're going to talk about, I guess. And I mostly use Desiree as like follow-up or to break boards.
Desiree is a removal spell. Use an expensive removal spell. These are a removal spell.
Like, I actually just like fused 3 monsters in my graveyard with sequence, then linked into Yama, chain link 1 disc, chain link 2 Yama, and then like their board's broken.
Bro shuffled.
2 Phantom. I wish we could play 3, but alas. The actual 2 best cards in the extra deck. Get a real close up of this one.
So like Beatrice is kind of mid. This card's better. I don't know if you want to reveal the most controversial part of this extra deck just yet, but I was not playing this card, and I guess I will explain later what I was playing instead. I was playing a list that was not correct. This card is crazy. The card I played was not.
Yeah, Necrocrypt plus Aerolator, like 2 level 6 fiends. It just goes so well with the deck. Aerolator is 2 bodies minimum, and like it gives you a full combo. Necrocrypt gives you makes your 1 card combos so much better, simultaneously making your 2 card combos just like absolutely insane.
This triggers enough gates to draw a card.
This card has an effect to draw cards. I just putting that one out there.
Shout out to knocking Pack out because we ripped anti-spell off the top.
Yeah.
One thing about Aerolator is that you can banish Yubel and Terra Incarnate to summon this back, and then like Spirit Summon Yubel Summon Terra Incarnate from Banish. It's just an infinite loop of guys. It kind of feels like Snake Eye because we get to summon a lot of guys, but not as good because we don't have a Flamberge.
Hella guys.
Help.
Hella guys.
Hello lads.
1x's, D&D, Wave Hiking Caesar.
This is the only XZ1 monster we play. It's the only one you need, genuinely.
We just make the Unchained on board. Trap plus DDD plus
Like Apo sometimes, and like
also,
Phantom.
Yeah, but then also we have Phantom.
We were testing Varudris, as I'm sure everyone was, for so long, but the card requires so much investment to make. You usually aren't able to make it through hand traps, and you're never like getting there without getting hand trapped. I just don't think it's realistic. And at the end of the day, if this is on your board or Varudris is on your board, either you're resolving their effect fully and you're winning the game, or it's getting negated and they're both a vanilla, and I'd rather still have follow-up in my graveyard and not have to like have Phantom be a bit more dead. The Omni Negate's nice, but I just don't think it's worth it right now.
This card cooked.
It does.
Unchained cards. Probably don't need to say anything about these.
Yeah, they're kind of mid.
They're good cards.
No, they're the best cards in the deck.
SP, make it off of Rage, make it on your turn. That's pretty good. You don't care about the restriction because your Yubels are attacking per game anyway. Muckraker, probably actually the worst card in our extra deck.
You still need to play it.
But
I
you
think a lot of
definitely need to
people aren't playing Muckraker, and the thing is that going second, a lot of the times you'll like they'll set up half boards. You'll have to use SP to banish, and if you're not playing Muckraker, your whole Unchained line is dead. And like Muckraker comes up, it came up for me a lot. Just being able to like get back into cards that I was missing, especially from the graveyard, it was really nice.
It's also a vital end board piece.
Genuinely, it is because it's what you sack off for Yubel to give Yubel Samsardi Lotus.
And then Apo. I made Apo a lot. Like, you only really make Apo when you're doing full combo.
I made Apo twice.
Bro made Apo.
Bro made Apo.
Like, you're not going to not play it, but it definitely doesn't come up as often as you would think. It's mostly there so that you can link off the Rage so you can play around Dark War.
Sorry, I was just showing a video of Donald Trump, so I'm now less comfortable than I was 5 minutes ago. Side deck.
Side deck.
I'm about to glaze the fuck out of this card. This card, I want to play a blend second deck because I want to main deck this card. Because when I see this card in my opening hand, the serotonin and dopamine I get is off the charts. I think you could power a small nation with the pure happiness that I get from drawing this card. Anyway, card's like fine, I guess. I'd probably still play it in the future.
You play in Snake Eye, you play in the Mirror. like there's random rogue matchups like Ritual Beast that it's really good against.
Shout out to the Snake Eye player that normal ashed, summoned Poplar, summoned Oak from hand, summoned Witch from hand, and then summoned Flamberge from hand, and then scooped just because he thought it was funny.
Yeah, shout out that guy.
Shout out that
What the fuck?
3 Cosmic as our back row removal. I don't think I sided this in a single time in the main event.
I started this in like a lot of times because I played a lot of mirrors. Going like first, this card's really nice into the mirror. Going second, it's like fine. I don't think I set it in towards the end, but being able to hit Pain puts you at such a big advantage that it just doesn't matter.
I just only played one matchup where it was really worth. I wasn't siding it as much in the mirror. I think side patterns didn't really work out for me. Even though we have the same extra deck, I think I was just siding differently in the mirror.
Yeah, potentially.
Droplet. I never drew it. Like, actually never drew it.
I drew this card a lot, and it won me the game every time I saw it. Like,
It's definitely good.
it's definitely not worth maining because you're minusing yourself with hand traps. But if you're like mult chummying, you want to dig for cards like this that will just win you the game. That was my theory with it, at least.
It's also like technically better than Dark Ruler at beating Desiree,
Yeah.
but I never actually ran into a Desiree that I couldn't just beat anyway. Floodgates.
I'm not a big fan of skill drain. Every time I like it lost me more games than it won me. Mostly because I wasn't able to get to Pain before I had to flip it, just because like hand trap wars are the format, and I think that
Do you think I could get back to Silence?
that's wicked. It'd be funny. This is the anti-spell of all time.
Yeah, you're obviously gonna play something. Like, it just works for the side patterns. You take out the bad non-engine that you have, and then you put in Floodgates. I would still personally play Skill Drain as long as you have Nightmare Pain on the field. This will carry you. If you can't get the Nightmare Pain, then it feels really bad to flip it sometimes. But it's still Skill Drain. And,
Yeah, it's just
eventually you'll dig through your deck.
it's more stuff that plays through the breakers that you're gonna encounter plus side, and then the last minute inclusion in our deck. This was originally Archfiend Eris and Simul Archfiends, but I quickly realized that those cards are cope, and I was luckily convinced and luckily able to change my deck list to include 2 DD Crow.
We tested like a ton, even in the matchups, theoretically like Tenpai where it was supposed to come up. I was just never dumping the Eris.
I mean, half the time we were getting shifted anyway because they're him.
Like you get hand trapped and you don't get to it, or you just need to be able to 1-card combo with the Eater anyway, so you're just not sending that card. It's cool. I wouldn't main Crow probably. It's not good against Snake Eye, but it's really good in a lot of matchups. So.
There's a world where the Bystials in main become Crow. Until we get more Magnamuts, like Crow just is a little bit more generic. But yeah,
the only thing I hit with this that I couldn't hit with these are Flamberge and Branded Fusion.
Yeah.
So I like the Crows.
Do you play against Brandon?
Yeah, I'm like round 3.
Really funny.
Yeah.
Bro played against Brandon.
I mean, our matchups were really diverse. Like, I'm pretty sure that I didn't play against the same deck twice on day 1, except for like 2 Snake Eye Fiendsmith.
On my winning in for day 2, I played against Centurion Super Heavy at X1.
Do y'all know what your matchups were?
I mean, I could get them out of my notebook.
I think it's
round 1,
worth noting.
I played against Whitewood, the Mirror, Labyrinth. That was funny. Snake Eye, and then it was a Super Heavy Samurai Centurion, and then I finished it off with Kashtira, which was interesting because I multi-chummied him.
I played against Salad, and then Tenpai, and then Scareclaw Kashtira, and then I lost to Firekick Snake Eye, and then I beat Branded, the Mirror, Labyrinth. I lost to Labyrinth.
Written feature chat.
Fiendsmith Snake Eye that I won. Fiendsmith Snake Eye I won. Day 2, Fiend Link I won. It was just a mirror. Beat Pack round 11.
Bro beat Pack.
And then Snake Eye Fiendsmith round 12. Lost to them. So just like a bunch of Snake Eye Fiendsmith, really. But then it was pretty diverse otherwise. A bunch of people just didn't want to play Snake Eye Fiendsmith, I'm guessing.
Super bummed that we missed out on Top Cut. Well, we put in a lot of work. I feel like I was really confident with the list. I feel like that we definitely could have made it. I think that moving forward? This is just motivation.
For me, I think that the list was perfect for what I needed. I wouldn't play a different deck or a different list, honestly, for this event. If I could do it again, all I would do is test more and get more experience with it.
I want to do a few quick shout-outs before we head out. So shout out to everyone around us, the boys, the fellas, Airbnb gang. These guys were great all weekend. When they said we didn't make Top Cut, I was low-key crying. Everyone was there being supportive. I love these guys.
Very patient with this one also.
Very patient with me. Bro was patient.
Shout out to the other Raleigh guys, the other Smithfield guys.
Yeah, shout out to Justin and Jeff. Let me use cards. Shout out to Kyle and Mike. Just super chill people. Super supportive and all that. Shout out to shout out to Vince for grabbing us to the airport. Shout out Vince.
Shout out Diego, Big Boy.
Yeah, shout out Big Boy Gaming, Diego.
Shout out Emily for driving.
Shout out to Emily for driving the other half to the airport.
Shout out Kasha for letting me come. Hi. And then
You have to ask?
shout out Sleepy YGO.
Yeah, shout out Sleepy Wedgio. I mean, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and without further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe, and may I take your order?
This has been the Anima Zone.